All right, welcome to another Tuesday morning talk. And I'm still here in Cancun. It's my last day here. Been here for a week. And I've been having an awesome time. Did a lot of work while I was here, but I was fortunate enough to be able to have work trips like this. Today I want to expand upon a topic that we talked about earlier. How we examine our own personal strengths and weaknesses and try to fill in the gaps with things. But then something came to mind. When you're doing this, the next stage would be learning how to manage the noise, and I will call the noise the information or the input from a variety of individuals who would like to participate in your journey. Now, this is going to be up to you to make a selection as to who you want to listen to and who you want guiding you. Obviously, a lot of the people who are giving you information are doing it because they care about you, or they want to participate in your journey. But then you also have people who are jealous of the fact that you stepped out to be on your own, or stepped out to go after what it is that you want in your life. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of people who like to be out on their own and taking their life down their own path. But quite frankly, it's not that many people doing that. I don't know, it's roughly 20 to 30% of the population is able to go out and do that for themselves, right? So you have to understand that if you've put yourself in that position, you are on a pedestal, whether you want to be or not. You stepped up front, you signed up for the task, you're on a pedestal, and people are going to start saying all types of stuff to you. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? How come you couldn't do it like that? Why this is what I heard, Hey, at some point it does become like noise. And one thing that I like to do is I try to assess the people who are talking to me. And I'm gonna give them a couple of quick assessments. And if I don't find value, I'm gonna respectfully decline, or I'm gonna just ignore them, depending on how close they are to me. And it's unfortunate too that some of the people who are the closest to you, those are the ones coming in because they can see what you're doing, right? And it makes everyone feel some type of way, about themselves and about the decisions that they've made their lives or haven't made. So this could be a very touchy subject, but definitely, if you can't manage this, it's gonna cause you some misdirection in your own decision-making process. Because I'm speaking from personal experience. I've done this, and I've had input, and I've taken input from the wrong people who I don't even know why I took their input, period, because they had not done the things that I've done. They never did it, right? So, in regards to things of a general nature, obviously, you take input from anybody that you respect, things of that sense, but when we're talking about business, I'm looking at people who've actually done business, actually started business, actually have taken some risk, actually done some things with their own money, or if they did it with someone else's money, they were very successful at it, not sort of successful at it. I tend to lean towards taking information from people who are way up here, right? Because I happen to have some of these folks in my life, and sometimes I don't even have to take the information. I could just watch. I could just be in a room. I could just hear what's taking place. So I try to put myself in these situations. And quite honestly, in the day of social media, everyone is trying to push their expertise. This is what, I'm talking to you right now, right? And I always say in these talks that I'm talking to the budding entrepreneur, right? But, if you can take something from it, take something from it. But again, learning how to strain and sift through all of that noise is a process, and it's one that you should be aware of, right? Because if you're not aware of it, I guarantee as soon as you start having a little bit of success, everybody's gonna start talking. And it's gonna be different than like if you're Warren Buffett or Jeff Bezos. You're one of those guys, you basically crushed everybody and they start to shut the fuck up, right? But if you're having a little bit of success and people can still feel like they can project themselves into your little bit of success, they're gonna do it. They're just gonna do it, right? Because that's just what the peanut gallery does, right? So Be aware of the peanut gallery. Be aware of all the helpers who would like to help you down your path, because ultimately you're going to be stuck with all your decisions, even if they gave you information. It's going to be your call, your success, or your failure. All right, until next week. Talk to you later.